Alright guys, just picked this one up a couple days ago. It is an H&K, as you can see. And it's the VP9SK, the subcompact. It is the law enforcement LE version. So it does come with 3 10-round magazines and night sights. And this is brand new, although I picked it up in trade. Just had something, sitting around the safe, collecting dust, and I wanted to try the H&Ks for a while. My buddy's got one, the full version, and I like shooting it when I can. It's really ergonomic, so I picked this one up. And so how it'll come with the one more magazine, but I actually got 5 magazines with this one. So I got this is a 15 rounder for the full version, or the full size, and this is a 10 rounder with an extension. I don't know how much yet, or how many rounds. And this is a 10 round with an extension. It does not give you any more capacity. And then the flush version in here. And I got one more. I got a 13 round one with the extension and a little bit of the rubber sleeve to take up the space. But it'll come with the owner's manual and your lock, of course, and a bag of desiccant. That's how it'll usually come if you don't have the LE version. It'll be 2 magazines, both 10s, just one with the extension. And it does have the adjustable grip. So this is the large and the medium. I put the small on it. I don't have the biggest hands in the world. I mean, they're midi, but the medium felt basically like a 26 or 27, and like a Gen 3, not a 4. The 3's a little thicker, and I don't know. I just a little too much. So I put the small in, and the small is awesome. So that's how it'll come. It's with the flush magazine. The base plates are real nice. They're rubber, coated rubber. So we'll get this one out of here. And this will turn it into a full grip, which is really comfy. I mean, it fits my hand great. And they just really almost feels custom, but it does come with a little magazine loader. So get the case out of the way. So here it is. What I like about this thing is definitely the grip panels. They are sweet, and I'm glad that I found a double stack subcompact that fits my hand like this. It's going to be a little shorter from as a trigger pull than the Glock 26, 27s, and you can definitely feel it. And the trigger on this thing is probably the best striker fire I've felt. And it does have multiple safeties on it, just like the Glock. But you get a little take up, and then it's really crisp. The reset's not bad either. Kind of pushed me out, but let's see. Yeah, very nice trigger. And it does have, besides the adjustable grip handles here, you'll have these little like wings, charging wings, to help you if you have smaller hands or weaker, or I know my girlfriend, she has trouble racking some slides, so these wings are nice. They'll give you extra purchase on it. You don't have to squeeze as hard up here. You can just pull. I like doing these from up here so I can check them, but these are removable. You have to remove the sights though to get them off, and they'll come with a flat panel for you to put in. And the sights on these, since it's the LE, they are true dots. They are really nice sights. They glow really well. And I've been using the figure 8 sights lately. The Ameriglow Pro Dots, or the iDot Pros. And I've been liking those with the orange face on them. But another thing, the striker indicator up here. So you'll know if it's cocked, and it will go away. Pull the trigger. It also does have a loaded chamber indicator up here. This will poke out just a little bit. I usually don't like all this stuff. I mean, all the extra safety stuff. I don't have a problem with these. I mean, the loaded chamber indicator is actually just the extractor. So and it really doesn't push out much. It'll be like that, you know. So it's not going to get snagged. It's not coming way out. So it's pretty streamlined. It does have the rail up the front, which you don't see in a lot of subcompacts. They are starting to come around though. And I do love the forward cocking serrations on this. And they are done really well. They're really deep. You can get really good purchase on it. It is all ambi also. This is ambi slide release. And this is ambi magazine release also. It is the European version, which is nice. I mean, obviously typically used to the thumb release here. And, you know, usually you're going to have to move your thumb or your hand to hit them anyway. So you're going to have to move it just a little bit more if you wanted to use your thumb. But on these, I always just use my index finger. And it makes reloading quite easy. You know, instead of trying to get over here, just dump it. So a little bit of practice comes naturally. And it is obviously 9mm. It is 6.61 inches in length and 4.57 inches tall. It is a little bit on the thicker side at 1.31 inches, thickest part. And the barrel length on it is 3.39 inch barrel. And it gives you a 5.73 inch sight radius. And the gun is a little heavier than the 26. The 26 is 22 ounces. This is 23, like 0.07. It's minimal. And I can't really feel the difference much between this and the 26, 27s in the weight. It does feel just a tiny bit thicker, but it is thicker down here. It is radiused a little bit up top, so you're not going to get it's thinner up here than the 26, 27. And also on this, the thing I do like quite a bit about it, and I still have to sight this thing, and I haven't shot it either yet, but I might have to knock that front sight over a little bit. Just got to play with the windage. But the line right here, you know, usually it's for sun glare if it's cut, but this one, you know, after recoil, I'm pretty sure this thing's probably going to keep my eyes straight with the sights as it comes back down. It'll line you back up. And I haven't read anything that what H&K did that, but on my P01 it is for that. It just helps keep your eyes to find the sights again after recoil. I mean, it's a 9, it's not going to recoil a ton, but I wish I had better light in here, you could see it. But coming back down, it could help. And so far, yeah, definitely liking it. I've been carrying it as a backup because obviously I haven't test fired it yet, just to see how it feels in the holster. I got a sticky holster with it, so I've been trying that ambidextrous, right and left side, and I've also been appendix carrying it. But I think appendix would probably be the best way to carry this thing. And see, outside the pistol, I also have little dimples in case you got a stock magazine. You can can dig your way out of it. Yeah, it does give you a good purchase on it. It is on both sides. So if you want to break it down, you come all the way back. And here's the breakdown lever. And bring it forward. And you do have to push the lever forward a little bit, and you'll see the trigger move. And that way you can break it down. Everything on this thing is really well done. All the metal parts are coated, except for the big locking block. And that is a heavy-duty front block, front rail, which is nice. I mean, the tabs are right here only, but just the length of it, you get the Glock that's about that much. But the trigger system is definitely different than the Glock. I mean, it is still a striker fire, but you have the spring. It's a wound spring over here for the return, which I don't see that in any other pistols. It did take 4 years to get the VP9SK out from the standard VP9, and you have your ejector here. And that's the basically the frame. And the slide is done really well too. This is the striker safety, so this will come out of the way when you pull the trigger. Allow the striker to go past. So it's nice. It's safe. As long as you don't pull the trigger while you're holstering it. And with the sticky holster, you have to take it off anyway to put it back in. So the trigger's covered anyway. I'll probably see if Ted Corey makes a holster for this thing so I can carry it on my hip if I decide to keep it. But for right now, just running through trials, the sticky works. It is a dual captured recoil spring, done really well. I mean, it's all metal, and it does have the tab in the back, so lining up's pretty easy. The barrel itself is a Browning locking lug. The finish on this thing is really smooth and looks really good. The crown looks nice. Yeah, altogether really well done. It does have a polished feed ramp from the factory. Just well built. I mean, all the machining and milling is very well done. And I love this. This is polished also. Yeah, I'm gonna go shoot it on Saturday. A couple other guns I haven't shot yet, but excited about it. It is, takes a little weight off my hip. If I want to carry, I mean, winter carry is fine, but when you get in the spring or fall, summer, if you want to carry a semi-auto, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, so concealing some pistols is a little tough, but this thing will be good in the carry rotation. Okay. I mean, basically, for me, it's going to be the H&K for whenever. This is my light carry. This is mainly my winter carry. And then I'm going to find a place for the 19 sometime. And then, obviously, when I'm out west, get the big guy out. But you do a little comparison real fast. Obviously, the J-frame. I mean, if you want to do it front to front, it's pretty close. It's about what you're getting. So you're just gonna have this the back of it. This thing disappears. I mean, for a very light summer carry, this thing's awesome. And great trigger. And then the 19, it's not really much of a difference. not a crazy amount. You know, they're basically the same length in the slides. The Glock is just a tiny bit longer. I mean, maybe a quarter of an inch longer. As you can see, the grip's a little further back on the Glock also. And then, with the magazine in, another, quarter to half inch. And then just the barrel sticks out a little bit on the Glock, and tiny amount of frame on it. It does have a nice big trigger guard though, which I like. And yeah, they're almost the same spot, but obviously the trigger guard on the HK is bigger. So I don't say that, in the winter you could be carrying this and you could have gloves on. So that's nice. I've never had issues with the Glock. My testing on carrying it, but those mirror glows, they're pretty sweet. Really jump out. I still got to finish this pistol, so once I do get a review on that, I mean, there's plenty of Glock 19 reviews out there. But all in all, this is a really well-rounded gun. Very comfy, great trigger, good capacity. I mean, it's 10+1. And then you have the option of 13+1, and you can put the full size 15+1. And if you really wanted to carry like that, or if not, I would just carry this as a backup. So you got 15 rounds backup, and instead of just having the 10. I mean, it's nice if you wanted the full size grip, but you're still adding that and you're not adding any capacity. The 13 round magazine, which is in my car, it is basically the same size as this, and you're going to get 3 extra rounds, so you might as well go with that one. And other than that, we'll get a shooting video out one of these days and let you guys know what happens if this stays or goes. Thanks.